Welcome back to the Crooked Spine Show. As a chiropractor, I always do an assessment before I treat a new patient to make sure I understand where the problem's coming from. Might be their neck pain or back pain or even shoulder pain, even headaches. I always ask them, how's your posture? Even check their posture with them. When it's poor posture, this can be the primary problem, the root problem causing neck pain, back pain, headaches, or shoulder pain, or other ailments they may experience. In this talk today, with this workshop at my senior center, seniors, I talk about exactly how to fix your overall posture, starting with different stretches such as the pillow stretch, low back roll stretch, broomstick stretch, and modified seated lunge that I talk about in my workshop, even get links to in the overall show notes today. In this talk, we also talk about, too, how posture affects your balance, how it affects your flexibility, your strength even, too, long-term, and how it can affect overall your attitude and energy levels in general. So the goal is, how do we make posture overall better, improve it with posture checking against the wall and also sitting as a talk in this workshop, too, along with making your body stronger once it feels better so it can hold a better posture, especially as we sit so much in our daily lives. The strength exercise I give are the 3 shoulder exercises, the kickback exercise, and the Superman exercise, kickback, Superman, because it allows your body overall to hold that better sitting up position, setting up position so your back can feel and stay stronger. You don't have to see me or other chiropractor to keep yourselves healthy, my friends. That's the goal, right? To stay healthy. In the show notes, I give a link to our overall workshops that talk about neck pain, back pain, shoulder pain, headaches, and things like that. But other workshops understand how to make your body stronger and also maintain your overall posture. So enjoy the talk, my friends. And again, the show notes has links to our previous podcast. Even the show notes has links to the video of this workshop. So go there too. Enjoy, learn about your health, stay healthy, and I'll see you next week. Let's try. There we go. All right, I am Dr. Tony. I am one of the local chiropractors. I've done this talk for, seems like, at least 5-6 years, like 2016, I think. I don't know. Something like that. I don't know. But what I want to do is, what I do in my talks, is give you ideas how to stretch, how to strengthen, how to stay active. What's the number one thing we want to do is, as we get into our wiser years, golden years, stay independent. We want to avoid injury. If we have an injury, we want to heal as quickly as possible. By staying strong, by staying flexible, by having a routine, allows you to recover faster, your best insurance policy, so you stay healthy. All right, so today's talk is on how do we avoid hunched posture? How do we not do this all day? Whenever I do this posture with my patients, I always go, I always make a sad face, because it's sad. How do we make our body get back here, relearn this, so our brain resets here, so when you do this, it doesn't feel good to you. So I want to go over some things exactly how that happens. Okay? Number one reason is, the last couple years we've done is sit so much. For our computers, reading for one, in front of the TV, we've done this for the last couple years and beyond. We get our bodies back here, relearn this, and I'll go over in a minute, how to sit properly in a chair. How to stand properly, how to check your posture. So we know where we are versus where we feel. I have people all day long come into my office and I go, how's your posture feel? They go, feels great, doc. Feel fine. Good. Come on. All right, some work to do, people. We have some work to do. So can we, over time, relearn what's normal, how to check it, and that point avoid problems such as back pain, neck pain, headaches, arm pain, hip pain, and also the nerve problems such as numbness, tingling, burning, weakness. Okay, anyone ever had that before? I have. Okay? So how do we get our body to not have that from a non-traumatic injury? We all can have a fall for one too. But non-traumatic, I wake up one day and go, my back's killing me. It wasn't because of the chair. It's because of what I've done the last, say, couple weeks, couple years or so. Okay? So what you do now, make sure you guys have the handout. I'll need one too in a second so I don't forget where I am. Thank you much. Okay? So what we want to do, first of all, is understand if we correct a poor posture, again, maybe sitting like this, like I do every time. So we want to make sure we understand what is good posture. What's the general idea? If I'm in poor posture, I'm like this, I'm stuck in what's called flexion. My body's flexing forward. Okay? Makes my head come in front of my body. By doing that, we're not going to fall forward. So our cerebellum, our brain, our what we call center of gravity, durometer? What's it called? You know what it's called? Gyro, blah, something like that. These terminologies skip me. At that point, it resets your body. Set up on foot, we do this. Tighten up. Okay, we tighten up to make our body now cause neck tightness instead of being back here. When our body flexes forward, now the spine itself starts to lock. Our body wants to stay upright in extension where the bones can actually move better. Once you come forward, they lock. At that point, what happens? The muscle will shorten and tighten to make this your normal position. So when I stand up, my body will naturally want to do this and do this. I'm exaggerating, obviously. Okay? We want to make our body go into extension. So we want the head to come backwards, want the lower back and the mid back to come extension too overall. So at that point, not only are you going to help your back, your spine, your neck feel better, but also you're also going to make your hips feel better. Okay? When I sit so much, what happens to my hips? Do they tighten or do they stay loose? My front of my hips. Tighten, right? Okay, they tighten because your position is making your body now want to become stationary. Your body will adapt to your environment. Okay, remember that one. Your body will adapt to it. So if you don't move, your body will weaken to adapt to your environment. If you move enough, then your body will loosen up and strengthen based on the load you give it to make it stronger. The body needs stress, needs to feel uncomfortable to cause a change. This is probably my epitaph. I say this every time I come in. The body has to feel uncomfortable to cause a change. Okay? So what I'm going to give you, exercise I'm going to give you next, is going to be enough to start stretching and strengthening to feel uncomfortable to cause the change. Okay, so number one, we want to do is work on some positional, if you want to call it exercise or stretching, in extension again back here instead of being here. So I'm going to use my mat at home. You can do them in the bed if you want to start. Then you want to be on a floor or a mat. Look at that, see that roll out? It's a professional. Okay? So here, you want to have something to where you can lie on with more support. So it pushes back on your back. Okay? I'm going to do these exercises using a rolled up bath towel. This is my classic beige. Is this beige? Say beige-ish? Off-white? I don't know. Taupe. Oh gosh. You're going big words on me there. I don't know what that means. Look these things up. So I'm turning the camera a little bit. See, as a chiropractor, I'm a specialist. So I focus on only a couple things. So I forget all these little terms you're supposed to remember. Okay. A little bit more over. So what I want to do, I'll show you from an angle here. I call it the pillow stretch. What I want to do is put this rolled up bath towel, taupe, across the top of my shoulders here to allow my head to fall back more. That's the goal. If my head is here, I want my head to fall back. So the ligaments, so what controls your posture, your spinal posture, position, are ligaments in your spine, your front and back ligaments, the big ones. Get them to stretch, allows your body now to shift position, so your brain can reset also. Okay, so to start, I'm going to come here, take this taupe towel here, put it top of my shoulders, hopefully it's the same spot, and come down over it so the head falls backwards. Okay? Who think this won't be comfortable for them? Most people, right? So you almost want to add a second towel back here to start. So maybe start over here. As it gets more comfortable, go further down and make that other towel a little bit more thin as you go. You may feel some pressure in your top of your shoulders. You may feel pressure. You may feel your neck muscle in the very front actually stretch and feel uncomfortable. Good. You want some pressure. You want some tightness, but you do not want pain. The reason you don't want pain will make the muscles guard and tighten versus relax and stretch. Okay? Any questions about that? Anything we do here today, if it feels uncomfortable, good. If it feels like a stretch, good. If it feels like it's pain, then stop. And do the modifications I'll show you through each stretch. Okay? Here, and also to ligaments, need about a full minute of a stretching, a full minute to get that ligament to actually move and actually stretch. There's two phases of stretching. One is elastic, where it can actually stretch and just bounce back real easy. Other parts where it can stretch and then lengthening more is called the plastic phase, where you may feel a little bit sore, a little uncomfortable afterwards, a little tight afterwards. Fantastic. If we can get there where it's a little uncomfortable, at that point we cause things to lengthen and cause your posture and position to change. Questions about that so far? So if I'm doing so, yes?
Where do you feel the pain?
You're going to feel a little soreness, maybe, like back here, top of the shoulders, right here. Because you have that spine leaning back more, causing more pressure, the very lower portion of your neck or your upper back. Maybe a little sore right there. And that might be okay. You want to do this stretch here, the full stretch would be here. For either start with, I would almost start with someone 30 seconds. Top of the shoulders here. 30 seconds here. After 30 seconds, the second part is going to be this one, arms above your head. You can do 30 seconds here, and then 30 seconds arms above your head. And that feels good, then go to a full minute. Okay? So go slow. Is there any contest? Is there any contest coming up for you guys? No, there's no rush. So start with 30 seconds here, just right here, pillow stretch, over time, arms above your head, 30 seconds here. Feels good, go to a minute, and then a minute. Okay? Any questions about that one? Nothing yet? So while you're down here, might as well. Okay? Now it's called the low back roll stretch. Why? Same towel for your lower back. Okay? The lower back, when you're hunching forward, will naturally do this. So what you want to do now is push that lower back up and in. Allow it not only to cause your posture to go into extension, but also not get the bones to shift and open up, to compress those bones. Okay? This is my first trick to get my patients that have back pain to see how they respond. They should feel a release and a stretch and taking pressure off their lower back. Okay? So here, take that same taupe towel. I'm going to use that word all day now. All going to use that word. Same towel right above your belt line, and come down. Just lean over with your legs bent. By doing your legs bent, it's easier on your back to start. And you can start with 30 seconds if you want. Then from 30 seconds, then go to a full minute. Once you feel good here for 30 seconds for step one, step two is legs straight. A little more pressure in your back. There's more of an arch involved in your lower back. Okay? Any questions about this one? Questions? So 30 seconds here, legs up, then 30 seconds down, legs down. That gets comfortable where it does not feel like a stretch, feels more like, nothing, then go to a full minute. I'd rather you use the same rolled up bath towel, lengthen and increase the time, and then as things get easier, then maybe if you want to go crazy, add a second bath towel. If you want to go crazy, you can. I like to keep things simple. Okay? Any questions about those first two stretches? Anything yet? Okay. So next, what's the next one on the list?
Broomstick.
Broomstick, yes. Who has seen the broomstick before? Everyone has for the most part. For the new people, okay, this is called a broomstick stretch. I'm not very creative. Okay? Take a broomstick with a not tight white shirt. Take the broomstick and come straight up. Feels easy. Come straight back. Ooh. Okay? So what you want to do, if that's not comfortable for you, you want to do is come up where it's a little bit tight again, uncomfortable. Hold for 5 seconds, and then come back down. Do that about 5 times. At home, if you can, over time as you get better, because you will get better, at that point, you want to come all the way down. Keep your elbows straight the whole time. Then from there, come all the way back. The key with this is elbow straight. People just like, oh yeah, it's easy, doc. I'm like, because you're doing it wrong. You failed. Elbow straight the whole time. Come back. And then come forward. Okay? The goal is to make this part of your back, your upper back, want to stretch backwards along with your chest muscles, your pec muscles here to stretch back to. When I am having forward posture, my upper body will naturally hunch in to make your pec muscles tight and short. Your upper back muscles and your shoulder back of your shoulder muscles weak and lax. I'm calling it lax or just loose. Okay? So your body now has learned this. We have to reverse that position so the whole body can open itself up. What will this help with? This will help with neck pain, upper back pain, breathing issues, okay, even headaches. Allows the whole body to shift from here, dropping the shoulders back instead of being full. Who wants to try this? Anybody? Any volunteers? Any brave souls? Huh? Anybody? Come on over. I always have to wait a couple seconds. Let the excitement build up. Come on over, face that way for me. What's your name?
When?
Quinn? Nice to meet you, Quinn.
Nice to meet you.
Come on over. Go ahead.
Okay.
So go as wide as you can to start. And then Quinn, bring that right above your head.
Okay.
How does that feel?
Fine.
Good. Come back a little bit more. Ooh. All right, come on back. Good. Oh. Ah. Good job, golf clap. Good job. Good job. You read the script. Good. Come down all the way down. Good. How's that feel?
Good.
Where do you feel the stretch?
In the elbow, the arm.
Good. Right here, right?
Yes.
Anything here?
Yes, the shoulders.
Okay. How about back
the
here?
shoulder and the back is more by my neck.
Good. So more here pressure-wise, right? Okay. Come on back again. Now let's make it a little harder. Come on, way down. And go about a thumb narrow on both sides. Right, there you go. I have my plants in the audience. My plants in the audience. Come on back. Miss Quinn, how does that feel?
Feels good. I can feel it in the shoulders.
Shoulders back here, shoulders back here.
Shoulders back there.
Got it.
I can go more to the right and left.
Okay,
Right
out here.
Yeah.
Got it.
Right there.
And come back forward again. There it is. So up. Okay, good. Come on down. And now come back one more time. Keep those elbows straight the whole time. Good. And come forward one more time. Get that elbow straight. It's not easy.
Starting to bend.
It's not easy, man. The first time I tried this, I tore my left shoulder. It took me 3 days to rub my head.
Oh, okay.
It's just so frustrating.
All right.
I like this for you, and just go as much as you can. For the morning, what I do 5 wide and 5 narrow where it feels a little comfortable. So every day is different, right? Quinn, thank you for your help. Appreciate it.
Good job.
Good job, Quinn. Okay. These are my stretches I start with people for 1, 2. A seated lunge. This is going to be a simple one for some people not. Let's go here too. Modification. This is a modification of the stretch I normally give people. Go a little bit lower with this. That's so sticky today. There we go. Here, what I'm going to do is take your leg, doesn't matter which one, off the side of your chair. Okay? Do that with me, please. Play along. Here, what we're going to do now is bring that foot back as far as you can. Pull on chair if you need to. And let that foot come off far. And if you need to kind of walk it back as much as you need to. And let your body now go back on the chair. How does that feel? Does that feel comfortable, everybody? It's like, no, it doesn't. No. It allows your hips here, hip flexors connect between the joint between your hip to your tailbone to your femur to open itself up. Okay, it allows that joint to open because all day long we're doing this. The muscle will shorten. Let's lengthen it this way. Simply bring the leg back. Okay, and for this one I like doing both sides about 30 seconds to start, then go to a full minute. The reason is you're going to have one side tied to the other, almost guaranteed, because your hips are going to be off a little bit. If they're off a little bit, you're going to have a tighter side. But always stretch both sides because you want the other side jealous. I tell people. They'll get mad at you. Okay? So try the other side too. It's for you. See what side seems more tight. The left or the right. Or the right or the left. Whatever you want to use. Okay? There we go. Alright? And this is something you can do all the time. Make sure you're leaning back too. Leaning back. Allow the whole hip to stretch in a relaxed state. So we're relaxed. We're not trying to hold it back there. The biggest thing people starting yoga, they get very, if you want to call it tired, because you're trying to hold the stretch first, let it kind of just let it sit. Let it come back on its own. When we relax our muscles, relax our body in these stretches, allows us now to feel the ligament stretch, the joint stretch, not just the muscle on the outside. That's usually what causes pain is the joint, not the muscle itself. All right? So both sides, 30 seconds. Feels comfortable, go to a full minute. All right. Any questions? Simple. Okay. If you want to, you can, as a modified stretch or full stretch, is going down to one knee, and at home, pushing forward and coming back up. It's going to do a similar muscle stretch, but not as much as the hip itself inside the hip joint. The other one might seem easier. It's more getting the hip inside the joint, not just the muscle on the outside. Here I'm adding more load to my body because my upper body's on my lower back now and on my hip. So it's causing more of the muscle stretch, not just the hip. My athletes that I work out, I'll have them do this stretch in between sets when they're lifting like 500 pounds. And that's what they do. Questions yet? So now, we talked about earlier I gave you a little bit of a hint of how do we normally sit. What's a good sitting way to check your sitting posture? This is what I recommend for people to do. Okay? Is wherever you are in the chair, go to the first third. Sit there first. Slide your butt forward a little bit. Okay? Now, bring your knees below your hips or bring your feet underneath your chair. Right there. With your upper body now, lean back where it starts to feel a little uncomfortable. Feels like you're off balance a little bit. Okay? That's where you want to start. And leaning back more, now you've activated your lower back muscles to now work to make your body sit up instead of being more flat, more hunched. Hence, we're trying to fix hunch posture. This is what it talks about. All right? So wherever you're comfortable, again, reset. First third of the chair, knees below your hips, feet underneath you, and get your hips to shift forward. At that point, your body can now sit on your hip bones, not your tailbone. So you're actively sitting with better balance, or over time better balance as you lean back more, get your body to reset itself. Any questions about that? Questions yet?
It's hard.
It's fantastic. If it's hard, you got to start getting there. It's difficult. It's uncomfortable. Fantastic. Because I'd rather do this where it's hard versus where I'm stuck like this, hunching forward. Now I can't go backwards. I think I told you guys before, I had a patient before, came into my office. She had a lot of back pain, but she gets so frustrated because she would walk, and she'd walk like this, and she got tired of running into people. So how do we avoid that? By getting your body back. So now, another one, sitting posture, right? Yes?
You can't do that sitting on an easy chair or a sofa, right?
Nope, you need a hard chair. Okay? Maybe, preferably, color-wise, a taupe chair. If you have taupe, it's fine. That works. You guys got my jokes? Okay, out of the way here. Standing posture. Standing posture, so much fun. Okay? But this is something where people don't realize where they are until they check it. Most people will stand where they feel comfortable. I call it their straight. That person may be Sally, John, Chuck, whoever it is to their straight might be here. Okay? I feel good here. I don't want you feeling good. I want you feeling comfortable. Have you go against the wall, my wall posture check. Heels, hips, shoulders, and head. Where here should over time feel more comfortable. Comfortable meaning you're relaxed, a better position. At that point you can stay here, not feel like you're forcing it. Most people that do this where they're leaning forward or hunched forward, they go, my back starts to hurt. I feel like I'm leaning too far backwards. Because their brain has reset them as their normal here. So I want them to realize if I'm going to change help their back pain, their neck pain, shoulder pain, whatever it is, too, their headaches, I want them to reset their posture so I can see them to help their body move, their structure move, their bones move, to remodel, reset here. So your brain sees as normal. So when I come forward, at that point off the wall, the weight stays on my heels the whole time, not on my toes. Okay? Who wants to check their posture? Who wants to be the volunteer today? Anybody? Anybody? Come on. This isn't grade school. It's not that hard. Anyone want to check? You guys want to check anything or no? Go on, come back. It's good to know. It might as well use my brain while I'm here. Okay?
I know my posture is bad.
Well, I like the optimism. Heels against the wall. Good. Shoulders and head. Then let the shoulders relax. Oh, that's not bad. Where do you feel tightness? Good. So your upper body here is going back, is not stuck here, but it's used to here. You gotta get the shoulders to roll back. Okay, so here and down. There. Good. Take a step forward for me. Now put the weight on your heels. So stay back there. Feels weird, awkward, fantastic. Let's keep it here when we're walking. So when we're walking, we're gonna walk heel to toe, staying back here the whole time instead of where we feel comfortable. Come back this way one more time. Good. And take a step off the wall one more time.
First I gotta get back.
Good. Reset, good.
Shoulders aren't all the way back.
That's okay. Take wherever you are, go back a little bit more. Go, and over time, as you slowly, incrementally change your posture, then it will slowly get here. And just take small steps up. Take a step forward. And take a step this way, and take a step and hold. Then take a step and hold. Good. So as you stop and your body has to reset everything, you're getting that cerebellum, your brain, to reset fast because it's under stress. All right?
Okay.
Hi. Thank you. What's your name?
Helga.
Helga. Nice to meet you.
Thank
Good
you.
work. Good work. Okay. Next one. Any questions about the sitting or standing posture? Questions? All right, there'll be no review of everything because I have to go to lunch, so just want to make sure you answer the questions. Next one. How do we make the body stronger in this position here over time? Okay. The goal is, we talked about earlier, the body extension. We want to make these back muscles stronger. We want the upper body to stretch itself out. So first one is re-shoulder exercise. What I do is use water bottles to start. Okay, you can add weights if you want to. Cans of soup, I like chicken soup, so if I bring it next time, I like chicken soup. Here, take 2 water bottles, put them on, put your elbows into your sides. Now bring those water bottles out to the side and see if you can touch the wall. Ow, painful. I can't do it. Yes, you can over time. So people start here because they have a shoulder problem or upper back problem. That's not good. And they go here. Good, hold there. Stop for a second, come back in. But the problem is people start doing this. It's easy, doc, no problem. Like, it's not a chicken wing thing, no. Nothing chicken wings. Elbows stay in the whole time. Then by doing the shoulder rotation outward, water bottles out toward the wall, you're getting this whole area here to stretch your pec minor up top of the shoulder, anterior delt. Stretch those out and get the back muscles, your upper trap, and your posterior delt, and your rhomboids, to pull everything in on that side. So allowing that balance to reset itself back, an extension, instead of being hunching forward. That's number 1. It's called 3 shoulder exercise. We have number 2. It's number 2. Number 2 is here. So again, don't wear a tight shirt when you do these demonstrations. Elbows now going to be shoulder height. We're going to now keep those elbows shoulder height. Do not move the elbow. Rotate backwards those water bottles back to the wall. So hands go from horizontal. We start here and come back behind you up toward the wall. Okay? Any questions about that? So again, we're not going to do this. Not chicken winging it. Not doing this. Here, lock it in. Again, head against the wall, shoulders, hips, heels. So whenever we work out, we want to work out in that position. We want to hit and actually work out in that position. We want to get to. Here, come back. And then come back down. And make sure when you use these 2, make sure you stop and then go. You don't bounce, I call it bounce back and forth. Because you want the joints to feel that tension. The shoulder joints, like the hip to shoulder, like a piece of rope. It winds up, it winds in and forward. You want to unwind it backwards. That's the overall. Okay? That's number 2, so there's number 3. All right, more movement involved in this one. Sitting flat on the wall, on you now, bring your heels off the wall, and lean forward at the hips, hinge forward. Let the water bottles just kind of hang, okay? Your arms kind of hang. put the water bottles forward, so thumbs forward also. And now you want to bring your head up and come back where you're comfortable. It's called a reverse fly also. And then come back down. Okay? You're going to come up, at least shoulder height. As you can see from the side view, the water bottles that are basically parallel with my head or even with my head, then come back down. Okay, the goal with this one is to get all of this back here, rhomboids on both sides working evenly, to allow it to come in, hold, then come back down. Okay, so again, want to bring them up, pinch the blades together, pinch back here together, right back here, and then come back down. Okay, any questions about that? Any questions? No? So I would start with maybe 5. So 5 here, number 1, number 2, 5 here, and then hinge out the hips, feet going forward, head up, 5 here. And see how you feel. See if it feels sore. Fantastic. All right? Questions yet? Next one, kick back. There's 2 ways to do kickback exercise. We want to get this area here. Once we feel, this is everything we do strength-wise, this last section, is when you feel loose and you feel no pain at all. Maybe a little tight, but no pain, no, like it's hard to move my bones, hard to move my joints. Okay, so this one's going to help that lower back now here get stronger in extension instead of being stuck in flexion. This will help the hip muscles in the front to stretch, along with the back hip muscles, along with the glutes, and some of the hamstring and lower back, so to get that a little stronger, a little bit tighter. Okay, so I'm here against the wall. I put my hands like this. I'm going to bring your hands here. All I'm going to do is bring one foot up and go up on my toe to start. Okay, from my toe, on my toe, I'm going to bring that foot back and up if I can. Hold that position for 5 seconds. And at that point, I'm going to bring it back down and then stop there. And switch sides, here, all the way up, hold for 5 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back to my toe, and come all the way down. Any questions about that? Simple. For some people it is. And you realize when you do this stretch too, you may feel when you bring your right leg up, you feel your left leg, man, that left leg like it's working. It's trying to stabilize, so you don't want to do this, where you're here, and you come up, and also you start doing this. No. Like the chicken wing, keep that hip in the whole time, let it contract, isometrically contract that muscle, so that point we stay in the whole time here, come back down, hip stays in here, as you bring that left leg up, right hip stays in, hold that position, and then come back down. Okay? Any questions about that? The lying down one is this one here, which is like, I call it the full kickback, per se. Here. It's taking, again, your mat, floor, whatever you want to use. Here.
You have to adjust your camera.
Yeah, good idea. Look at this. My camera person, thank you. I'll forget and just talk right over it. There we go. Ugh. Okay, so here we're going to do now, take that mat again, here. Go on your hands and knees, and now bring one knee up, hold the other hip in, hold for 5 seconds, and come back down again. You don't have to do the full thing. As long as you bring that knee off the floor, off the mat, right there, that's part of it. You want to, if you can over time, extend that out, get that whole hip, lower back, hamstring, the fire, your body to more extension. Okay? Again, 5 seconds on one side, 5 seconds other side, hold that for 5 seconds. At that point, about 3 times on each side. Questions? Nothing yet? All right. Last one, I think, Superman. Yeah, lying flat. Okay, so Superman. Here, some more here too. Out of the way. What you want to do for Superman is making sure you have, again, more of a flat space. You can go, there's about 4 ways you can do this, but I'll give you the first 2 to start. It's just here lying flat. From here, what you want to do is use opposite arm and hand. Or, I'm sorry, opposite arm and leg. That's that for. I'm going to use my left arm, my right leg being extended out to either side, and lift them up together if you can. Hold for 5 seconds and relax. If that's uncomfortable, use your left arm first, hold, 5 seconds, relax. Right leg up, 5 seconds, and relax. Okay? You want to switch sides in between, over, 5 seconds, and then relax. If that's too uncomfortable, do one at a time. There's no like right or wrong type of thing. If that's okay, then go to your hands and knees, and then from there, now lift your left arm and right leg, and hold that position, 5 seconds, and relax, or just your left arm, 5 seconds, or just your right leg, 5 seconds. Again, it's really what you feel comfortable with. Can you start moving more and where it feels uncomfortable, make it stronger? Okay? So again, once you go on the left side, left arm, right leg, and you want to do the right arm, and right leg, or left leg, hold that position, 5 seconds, or again, the right arm, 1. But the goal with this one, when you're in your hands and knees, you want to make sure your body's not doing this. It's not shifting everywhere. Keep it stationary the whole time. I'd rather you do this stationary here and just do this versus here where the whole body's going everywhere. So work on small steps first to make the big exercise easy for you. Because when's the workout contest? When's the bodybuilding contest? Not for a long time. Not this lifetime. So that's the thing. I have people come to my office. They try to do too much sometimes, and they get hurt. So I want to make sure you do not get hurt. Make me feel bad too at the same time. Okay? Any questions yet? Any questions? Nothing? Okay. So what I do afterwards, normally, as you see, I shot the video. It will be on YouTube afterwards. Okay, I have a paper here if you want to go on the paper. If your email, again, there's no cost. You don't not have to solicit anything. You want to sell you car insurance, whatever. At that point, we can always send you the video, or go to my YouTube channel. At that point, go there to watch the video. But any questions about the exercise or stretching? Any personal questions? Hey, I have this problem, or my son Johnny has this thing going on. Anything? Good? All right, I get an early lunch today. All right, thank you for coming. Appreciate your attendance.
How do you get to your YouTube channel?
Good, I'll give you my information afterwards.
Oh,
cool. Okay, thank you guys for watching, or not watching, but being here. Good deal. You're welcome.